Hello guys, this is Lil Lady, and today I am going to make some Asian vegetables and spaghetti. So I usually make Chinese chicken. I don't know what to call it, like Chinese or Japanese. I just call it Asian because I just put whatever ingredients I want in there. I'm not sure if it's Chinese or Japanese. And if you are Chinese or Japanese, you can comment down below and, you know, give me some recommendations. Or just tell me any information that would be nice for me to know, you know? So, I'm going to use this broccoli. I'm going to use these zucchinis. And an onion. Well, this is like a fourth of an onion. I'd rather use half of one, so I think I'm gonna cut another one. Okay, so that's for the vegetables, and then I already have some spaghetti that's made, and I'm gonna make that into nice takeout Chinese or whatever you call it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is wash all of my wet vegetables. This is important because vegetables grow in dirt, and stores may or may not wash them. They may also put pesticides on them, so wash your vegetables. This is some vegetables from our garden. It's called chard, and they come in a bunch of variations of colors. We have like a purplish here, and then a light pink, and then there's white. And these are full of good vitamins, antioxidants, and everything that you need, okay? So these were already washed, okay? Let's wash our broccoli and our zucchini as well. So now I'm going to cut up the onion Gordon Ramsay style. So basically you peel off the outer layers, you wash it, but we leave this like stem here to hold everything in place. Once you're done with the onions, you just leave those in a plate ready to get fried. I'm just gonna put them straight into the pan. And this is not a hot pan. Alright, now we're going to cut up the rest of the vegetables. You can cut them in whatever shape or form you want to. Just remember, the bigger it is, the more it's gonna have to cook. The smaller it is, the less time it takes to cook, okay? So the first thing I put in is usually the onions and the carrots, because I am gonna put baby carrots. I'm gonna put baby carrots in there, because they're like the toughest to cook. And then I'm going to put in my broccoli and zucchini, because those take about the same time to cook. And then the last thing would be our chard. Okay? So let's chop everything up. The next thing I'm gonna cut is my zucchini. And zucchini is really simple to cut. You just cut off the ends, as you can see. So it looks like this. And then we're just going to slice it in half and just chop. Okay, so as you can see, this is just carrots and onions. It's not even heated up yet. I'm just gonna mix it pretty good. And I'm gonna turn on the stove to probably like 75% heatness. I don't know how to explain it. A little bit less than like 60%. I'm gonna just put some olive oil in here. I'm gonna put plenty. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, but that's fine. because we have a huge serving of vegetables and this is the only amount of oil I'm going to use. And to have your onions to be cooked evenly, it's good to have this amount of oil. So it's just now starting to sizzle, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt, because salt helps break that down a little bit. Look how beautiful and caramelized these onions are getting. Beautiful. So I turned down the heat a little bit because I did put it at like 90, which is pretty high. And they are cooking really nice. I'm actually going to transfer this into a bigger pan because this one is tiny for the amount of vegetables I got. Slide this in. That is beautiful. So that looks nice and tender for me. And remember, it's still going to be cooking. So I'm just going to add in my zucchini. Now I'm going to add in my broccoli. Thank goodness I got a bigger pan because this is giant. I'm just going to mix this a little bit first so I don't want the bottom to burn. Now remember, the salt is basically for cooking purposes. Do not oversalt this. And it's better to undersalt because we're going to be using soy sauce and a lot of things with added salt. Look how gorgeous these vegetables look. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit and add a tiny bit more oil because I do not want that bottom to burn. Cover that with a lid and keep it on there until I'm done cutting the rest of the vegetables. Alright guys, I'm guessing we're more than halfway done. So we're going to take our chard, delicious, beautiful, we're going to chop it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them on top of each other. I'm going to cut lengthwise. And then I'm going to cut the width way. I don't know how to say it. So these are beautiful chopped pieces, and they're kind of long, which is very nice. Okay, let's open this up. This is already smelling so good. The vegetables are steaming very nicely. And now I'm going to put in my chard. Look how gorgeous that is. Beautiful. Alright guys, now it's time for the most important part, the spices. So I usually use the same spices for all my Chinese dishes, including the chicken and everything. And the first ingredient that I recommend for you is balsamic vinegar. Especially this brand, okay? It's Cola Vita. Delicious. It really is, okay? Soy sauce, which it's empty. This is how often I make Chinese food. So I have less sodium one. And I have paprika, very good spice. I use garlic salt in case it's still not salty enough. I use sesame seeds and sesame oil and brown sugar, and that's basically it. So what I do is I get a bowl, usually the same one I cut my vegetables in, because who wants to wash extra dishes? Not me. So let's put all these spices into this bowl, okay? And the soy sauce is to taste, so put in whatever you want. But usually I put in the same or less amount of balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna give that a swirl. That already smells so good. Okay? And now to cut out that sourness and the saltiness, I'm gonna add some brown sugar. So the brown sugar's added, and now I'm just gonna give this a little whirl again. Get that incorporated. Now I'm going to add in the sesame seeds. I like to soak them in this, make them really flavorful. Now I'm going to add in some paprika. This is very delicious. Some garlic salt. And I'm going to take these cloves of garlic and peel them and squeeze them in. This is garlic that we grow in our garden, so it's very delicious. So I added a bunch of garlic in there because I love garlic. And now I'm just gonna mix this. This bowl is full of flavor. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this to make it spread really evenly. You can also take a clean finger and try it. It's delicious. And of course, wash your hands again. Add a little bit to make that nice and delicious sesame-like. And I already added some water in here. That smells phenomenal. Now I'm going to take my mixture and I'm going to pour it into my vegetables. It's going to look so good. Now I'm going to mix this flavor into the vegetables. So our vegetables are finished cooking. They look amazing. I'm just going to add one more ingredient, which is mushrooms. I'm going to fry them in this pan. Look how nice and glazed these mushrooms are. I put some of the same spices we used in the vegetables, and I'm going to just throw them in. We're going to mix that too. I added some oil into this pan that we've been using. And I'm going to add in the already made spaghetti. So I'm cooking my noodles and I put in the same ingredients as we did in the vegetables, but I added some rice vinegar. Okay. Put it in and mix. These noodles look amazing, and I'm not adding anything else to them because we're going to top it off with this amazing stir fry. Alright, we're going to use one more pan for today, and this is nothing related to what we're making, but I wanted a little bit of protein. I'm going to make some nice sausages. And these would not be served at an Asian restaurant, but whatever. I'm going to show you how to make white sauce, which is Japanese. I take mayonnaise and tomato sauce, which I put in a can and put in the fridge, and it actually lasts pretty long. Okay, and now you just add it into this small little blender. After putting in the mayonnaise and tomato sauce, I know it looks gross, but trust me, you're going to add some paprika. Now you're going to add some sugar. And then you're going to blend this, and you're going to see how it tastes, and you'll add the ingredient if you think it's missing. Add kind of a lot of sugar, because that's how it tastes good. I also added some water to help it blend better. Now you just blend it. This white sauce tastes amazing. I added some more paprika and some more tomato sauce. And you can add whatever you think you need, okay? And it'll get better. I just pour it into this gravy pourer. Oh, look at that. That's delicious. Okay, let's put all this together and try it. Look at this beautiful presentation. Now I'm going to pour my white sauce everywhere. And I'm the type of person that puts my white sauce on top of everything. Delicious. Let's taste this deliciousness. This smells so good. I'm not even kidding. All right, let's try it. Oh my. Who gets Chinese takeout if you could just do it at home? It's seriously so good. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe. Try to make this at home. Comment any suggestions. It's gonna be really fun. Alright. Goodbye. Have a good day.